overwhelmed. How about your journey?
I think you just keep pursuing, and what you want to have is a number of friends in the lab with you. So you can bounce things off and you get demoralized. And don't remember that you're from Turkey, so the climate's reasonably good there. So let's say it was much easier to do research, say, in California than it was in Oxford, England. Because in California, if you got frustrated, you just walk and go for a walk even in the middle of the winter for half an hour, then come back. But I think these days, students have to help each other. I think students are much more willing to talk to each other than necessarily talk to me. They've got personal issues or other challenges. But I say the job of people in my position is to encourage you, keep you on track, and to make sure you don't get stuck in the research. And most of my students I've done have a major project and a little side project. So if your major project gets stuck, you can spend a few hours or a day or two on the side project, and maybe you'll get an idea then to solve the major one. But no, with COVID, these are, I think, particularly challenging times. Be self-motivated, not get demoralized and give up. But if you get a PhD in the energy field these days, I'll say there's hundreds of jobs out there of all sorts and colour for you. So it's a great time to be getting a PhD. You'll be the one who's saying, I'll work for you, but not for you. You won't be begging for a job. It'll be exactly the other way around.
Okay, thank you so much. It's so good to hear that.
Any last questions from anybody?
Hi, Stanley.
Did you have a question?
Hi, Stanley. There are some questions on the chat box. You might want to look into it.
Okay. Oh, yes. The question there about electricity produced from fossil fuels used to charge electric vehicles. Not a good idea. And the perfect example of that is Australia. So Australia ships all the good coal to Asia and keeps the soft, I don't call it wet coal, but it basically is wet coal. Generate their own electricity, so it's super inefficient. In which case the electric vehicles are not necessarily cleaner or greener than gasoline vehicles. So it's a bit much. To make this whole system work, you've got to charge your vehicles from green electricity. And suddenly most of what we call the democratic states in the United States have targets in the next 5 or 10 years that most of the electricity generation will, 60-70% of it will be green and going to 80 or 90% within 15 years. So New York State has very ambitious goals there. They're going to meet them. They're determined to do that. Maybe only 1 or 2 coal power plants left in New York State. They're putting quite a lot of money in to keep the old nuclear power plants going. But once you built them, they're essentially green. Then you don't get any CO2. New Zealand colleagues, right, 80% from renewable, and I think a lot of hydro in New Zealand.
Yeah, we've got plenty of dams, plenty of water.
And it looks like Eugene is telling us we're over time.
Yeah. Any last question? Maybe just one last question and we can wrap this up.
Go ahead, you have last question.
Thank you so much. So, I have
question regarding the way people generally do science. What I mean by like mostly now what I am seeing with lots of papers, if you read many papers, you will able to understand